welcome to Cross Stitch Sunday Flosstube number 7. So today you're not going to be seeing me cross stitch. Instead, I'm going to show you all my UFOs and the November project bag I use in my November needle minders. So to get started, I have so many UFOs because I used to cross stitch like every single day all the time, and then I just stopped stitching for a while. So this is Marty Bell's Rocky Mountain Christmas, and I started this in May of 2001. Yeah, that's how old it is. I don't know the name of the fabric, but this is, hope you can see it. This is Rocky Mountain Christmas. So when I finish Mirabilia Winter Queen that I've been working on, this is going to be my next project to finish. And let's see. Okay. This is Alessandra Adelaide Needleworks Butterfly. And what is this fabric? This fabric is from Silk Weaver 32 count Lugana Opalescent Fiesta Pink. And I started this in Myrtle Beach October 2013. Really love that fabric. I had started it down there and was on, I had hurt myself on the, right before, 2 days before, the day before I left for Myrtle Beach, and by the time I got down there, I was in a lot of pain and ended up in the ER and put on good drugs. So when I got home, I had to rip a lot of that butterfly out and start over again because it was not good. Then I started Lavender and Lath's Fairy Grandmother. And I started this in February of 2014. And let's see what the fabric is. The fabric is 28 count Monaco, which is my favorite fabric. I don't know why. I like the way that the holes are to put your needles in. I like the feel of the fabric. And this is called Nantucket Sky. And I started this with the cross stitch pails. There was a few of us that were doing this as a stitch along. I love this fabric and the colors. So there's that. And I kept it. I made a copy of that and then bought the little DMC container, and then all my flosses on bobbins. So that's all kitted up. So yeah, there's that UFO. I have a lot. Then I started a Haid Design Stocking Treasured Dragon artwork by Miles Pinkney. Don't know if there's too much glare. And I started this in January of 2014. And this is just done on a 28 count white, or 25 count. I mean, that's all it's done on it. This is for my oldest son whenever I get it done, because my husband and I and my youngest have our own stockings that I cross-stitched, and so I need to it has done. And another UFO is another Haid design. And it's Story Keep Butterflies Galore. The artwork is Jasmine Beckett Griffith, who is one of my favorite designers. And this is done on 25 count. And that's what I have done so far. And I started this. I don't see it. Oh, this was started in March of 2014. And this is Spring Angel, I believe. Yeah. Joan Elliott's Spring Angel. That was in the Cross Stitcher magazine of, what is this, April 1997. And I started this in April of 2010. Let's see if I can find you a picture of what it will look like. So this is Spring Angel. And I have gotten this much done on her. And I don't remember what fabric I am using. Probably what it calls for. Should be 28 count anyways. And could be monocle because I have a lot of that. And Heaven and Earth Designs Boo, artwork by Randall Spangler. And I started this in January of 2013. And this is done on a 25 count. And that's all it's done. Just that beginning. And I have another Haid design, 2013 Literate Dragon by Randall Spangler. And this is how much I have done of him. I love the Randall Spangler designs. I love his little dinosaurs. Some of these were also free patterns for stitch-alongs with the Haid forum, but I stopped stitching on them for some reason or another. And this is called S's for Stitcher Sampler. If I can find this in here. S's for Stitcher Sampler. And let's see if I can find a picture of it. So, is that it there? No, that's not it. trying to find a picture of it to show you. How many UFOs do you all have? Here it is. S is for Stitcher. And this is from the Cross Country Stitching June 2008 issue. And I have like at least half done. I have half of it done. And I started this in February of 2010. I have a bad habit of starting these. I never used to till I got online and joined in on stitch-alongs. A lot of these I joined in on stitch-alongs and then didn't finish. This is Teresa Wentzler's The Storyteller. And I started this in September of 2005. And I have this much of it done. About a quarter of it is done. And I don't see notes on this, so I am not sure what fabric it is. And this is another Haid Fly Butterfly artwork by Ching Chow Kuik. And I started this in June of 2009, and this is on 25 count. I liked it because of all the purples. I love Haid. I have a lot of patterns. I probably have over 100 patterns, but they take so long to stitch up. And what is this? This is not mine. This is my son's. Did I start this one? It's in my UFO pile. I'll have to look. Nope. Well, I don't know why it's in my UFO pile. This one is a huge one. This is I Shall Wear Purple by Sue Hillis Designs. I shall wear purple when I am an old woman. And it says, I shall wear purple with a red hat which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick the flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go or only bread and pickle for a week. And hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street, and set a good example for the children. We will have friends to dinner and read the papers, but maybe I ought to practice a little now. So people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I am old and start to wear purple. And I started this as a stitch along in January of 2005, and I do have a lot of it done. This is going to be huge. It's up close. And I have enjoyed stitching on this one. I did stitch on it. And my favorite color is purple. Okay. And another Haid that I have is Rapunzel by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This was a stitch along with a group on the board. And when did I start this one? I started this one in June of 2011. This is so busy that I would get sick of stitching on this, but I do want to eventually finish it because I really like her. It's just the busy on the top, and then it'll be busy again down here. Then I have another Haid, Faces of Fairy 66 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. This was a gift to me from someone on the board. This is done on 25 count, and Faces of Fairy 66. I started this one in July of 2012. And I like all of Jasmine Beckett Griffith's big-eyed girls. So I have quite a few of them. And then I have a Lavender and Lace. This one is Ice Angel. I don't know what happened to this bag. This is Ice Angel. And I started her in February of 2006. And I have... Oh, I thought I had more done on her. I guess not. That's all I have done on her. And there's a lot of Krynics. And then I have another bin. I had joined a memorabilia group on Facebook 2 years ago. And last year they decided to start one chart every day. I can't remember if it was 15 days or a month. I will know in a second. Once I can get these back in here. Okay, so this bin, how many did I start? 14. I started 14 of them. Okay. No, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of them. I think we were supposed to do 15, but you could count two that you already did and work on them, so that's what I did. So anyways, I have whichever one this one is. This is from Cross Stitch and Needlework, January 2013, and the pattern is 34. Fairy Winter Dream. I don't know how well you can see that. And this is done in Silk Weaver 28 count Merino. And like I said, we just did a few stitches every day, but I love my over-dyed fabrics. Yeah, this is 28 count even weave. And then I have the wildflowers to go with that. So that'll be pretty. And I don't know, I made working copies, but I can't find the originals. I have Giggles in the Snow by Mirabilia. This was also started January of last year. That's all I have done, and I can't remember if this one's the boy or the girl. It's the boy, because here is the girl. This is what they'll look like when they're done. I have loved them for so long. So, and this is done on my Monaco fabric. That's all I have done. And Mirabilia they're all Mirabilia or Norco, but this one is Fairy Roses. And this is Silk Weaver fabric, 28 count casual linen. And I don't know if I have the color of this written down. I don't see, oh, Pixie Dust. It's called Pixie Dust. So that's all I have done, but I love this fabric. It's gorgeous. You were also supposed to finish all these that you started in January of last year, but as you can see, I haven't stitched like I used to stitch hours a day, and then in 2007, after being a stay-at-home mom for many years, I went back to work, and then I lost interest in stitching for a while, so this year I started pulling it back out. And this one is Shimmer and Mermaid. And this is being done on, let's see, oh, it's a silk weaver called Sow. I covered it up on accident. So, anyways. So what I have done of this. This is the fabric. And that's all that I've gotten stitched on it. I wished I had kept on stitching on these. I had some personal things going on in my life, and I just shut down from doing a lot of stuff. And then last year I got into reading and buying a ton of books. I stopped buying cross-stitch supplies, and I spent all my money on books. And so books became my passion again, and this got put on hold. This is, where is the name of it? July's Amethyst Fairy. And this is stitched on cashel linen. And it just says it's Silk Weaver Solo, so I'm not sure what the color is. There wasn't a color to it. So this is the whole piece of fabric, and that's all I've gotten done on it. I usually don't have this many UFOs, but before I met all cross stitchers in person, I used to cross stitch on one thing at a time. I didn't have all this stuff going. This one is August Peridot or Peridot Fairy. And this is done on, I'm looking. Could have sworn that I always keep the little papers for them. But I am not seeing it. I'm not seeing it, but this is the fabric. And that's all I've done. I got some of the black done on it. That's it. And by the looks of this looks like it's 32 count. I prefer 28 count.